Hey guys, Dami24 here. Welcome to another Becoming a Better Tanker episode. In this one I want to cover something that I swear to God I've preached about at least like 1,000 times in all my videos. Over and over and over and over again. Before I get to that, you can see here I'm driving the new VK3002M. Basically I got this for free because if you had the, I think it was the 3601H, and if you had that before 8.8 came out, what they did was, since they changed the 3601H from a tier 6 to a tier 5, they bumped in the 3002M, they would give you that one for free. They give you this tank, that is, for free to compensate for taking the 3601H from a tier 6 to a tier 5. So anyway, what I did was I bought the, and they give you a garage slot for it too, and 100% crew. So what I did is I bought the 3601H just so I could get this for free. So, my chintzy, yeah, whatever, big deal. So you can see here, regular map on, can't speak. Regular encounter battle on Lakeville. Yeah, a decent split. 4 valley, 2 on the road, the ice road truckers over there, and the rest of us in the city. Let me move this down just a little bit. It is a little big there. Well, bump it up one more. And basically, the moral of the story in this video, well, I'm gonna let you guys wait till the very end. Screw ya. I'm gonna let you sit there and think about what the moral of the story is until the very end. So, because I'm a jerk like that. So I get up here and should have known better. Well, just real quick. Normally, what I do, and I'm sorry, I've already paused it. I swear to God, we've been in this for like what, 10 seconds. I've already paused the video. Glad to see I'm back, right? Anyway, normally what I do here, since I have a fast tank, is I try to get to the flag here on the map, or on the mini map, as you can obviously see what a flag is. That's normally what I try to do, but lately I've been getting kind of don't really care for the beginning 30 seconds of the game, so I've been tabbing out of the game, sit around screwing around on the internet for a little bit, and I come back and play. It's not the best thing to do, because you should be ready to get the jump on the enemy. What you should do here as a medium is you should rush the flag and try to get to the back side of this church, or even the front side, but I like to get to the back side, and just fire a couple shots at the enemy that are coming down any of these 3 alleys, just to try to keep them back so that your team can get to the cap before they do. That's all. That's all I wanted to say there. But since I was late screwing around on the internet, I got in the game, I alt-tabbed back into the game late, and by the time I rushed up there, the enemy was already in there, and took a few shots as a result. Now you can see I didn't even like fire a round, or at least I didn't connect with anything until I fired those 2 shots right there, and I'm already down to 127 health on this thing. And it's basically kind of Pantherish. Well, it is basically a tier 6 Panther. Doesn't have a lot of armor or anything like that. It does have the slope, but everything just goes right through it anyway. So you can see I get a few shots in on this. What the? You know what? I just realized something. It doesn't have the correct marker. Enemy team. Default. I don't want player's name. I don't care about the player's name. No, that's not what it is either. I think maybe it is it. Yeah, like that. There we go. Back to game. Whoop. Back to game, not garage. Sorry. So I'm getting a few shots in on this Sherman E8 up here, and he takes off to go do something else. He gets one in on me. It takes me from 127 down to 4 health, right? So now I've obviously got to play very carefully and try to sneak up, get a few shots, try to get back. You see I dodge a bullet I dodge a shell right there. Somehow it hits the end of the building. And we basically manhandled that team. 8-1 already. Right? T1 heavy, take a couple shots at him. That A43 is the one that's shooting at me. But T1 heavy somehow gets right in front of him, and I'm lucky enough to get a track on him. Get a few shots in on him, and someone else, KV1 else, takes him out. You see, another thing I do here is I use the shift key. The shift gets you in and out of sniper mode very quickly. That's a little side tip. So you're not scrolling in and out, because then it's kind of, you know, it just takes a while to do that. And the shift gets you there, like yesterday. KV-1S comes down to try to push some people around. I get down here, get a nice side shot into that turret, and then I get that track. And what does he do? He completely ignores me, right? So there's 2 shots in on him, there's 3, and I get the kill. So now they're down to 3 tanks, 12 to 3. Obviously, you know, obviously we're going to win this one. It's bad news bears for their team. Fire a shot at the A43, and I miss. Miss another one. That's basically all she wrote right there. I don't think I even get any more shots than anybody. The KV-1's on some side streets, can't get at him. Yeah, and there goes the A43. And then eventually the other team's going to kill, or not the other team, my teammates are going to kill this KV-1. So, what's the moral of the story? Moral of the story is I do just as much amount of damage at 4 health than I do at, you know, 840 or 100% health. That, for example, that KV-1S totally ignored me. I'm shooting in his side, I end up tracking him, and he just totally, it's like, doesn't even matter. His turret, he even pointed his gun at me as he was turning around. You can't just, you know, forget about people. Or even that T1. The T1 heavy. Right, that's what the tank was. That T1 heavy. He's backing up, backs up right into me. I track him. Does he bother to shoot at me? No. I get another shot into him, or another 2 shots. Granted, he's probably worried about our KV-1S that eventually killed him. But this entire time, my gun is doing just the same amount of damage as everybody else's. Now, I'm gonna pause the video or whatever, end this section of the video. I'm gonna go up to the final results screen. Okay, so here we are at the final results screen. Second place, Dami24 with the VK3002, 1,258 damage. Now remind you that I didn't even fire a single shot until I was down to 127 health. And after I fired maybe 1 or 2 shots in that Sherman, he knocked me down to 4 health. So I basically did all of that damage when I was at like 150 or below, or 127 or below health, which is probably like 10% health, you know, whatever that is out of 800. I'm not a math whiz, you figure it out. But in any event, this thing gets, I think it's roughly 135 damage per shot, so, you know, probably 10 penetrating hits, and 1 kill tank, the KV-1S. I say this 1.5 million times in all these videos. If there is a tank there, no matter if he's on one, you know, minuscule, like, if you even, like, kick dirt at the guy and he's dead, knock him out, because his gun does the exact same amount of damage as everybody else's. They had chances to try to kill me in this one. They didn't do it. The T1 probably should have taken a shot at me. If nothing else, then just take someone down with them. If he would have killed me, then I couldn't have been able to kill the KV-1S. The KV-1S, he, you know, his gun pans right in front of me. I'm 4 health, man. He's got that big beast of a gun. I ended up hitting a couple times. I track him so that someone else could even get shots into him, and then I end up getting a kill. You can't just ignore tanks, and don't worry about, oh, it's team killing, or not team killing, but you know, kill stealing or whatever. There's no kill stealing in this game, because if you kill this guy, he can't kill one of your teammates, and it's just like, if you win the game, everybody gets a lot more credits than if you lose, right? You know, don't worry about that kind of stuff. Don't pay attention to it. Just kill the frickin' enemy team and kill them as soon as you can. But that's it. I just want to throw this one up there because I've preached about this 1.5 million times. I just want to show you what it looks like in action. So kill all those tanks. Don't worry about the repercussions. And I'll see you guys in the next video.